Hi YouTube, this is Tom again. I tried to make part one and part two of videos that I made earlier, but apparently they didn't either upload or even show up on my computer, so I'm making a new one now. There have been a lot of earthquakes today in the United States. Not only that, but like I said, China, there was a lot of earthquakes. Today's still Wednesday, April 14th, 2010. I feel like the earthquakes that are happening in the United States today and in the past couple of months all around the world is a sign to the United States that they have to, get their act together or else. Like I said, I'm a firm believer in God. There was a 4.0 in Utah today. There was a 3.3 in Montana near Yellowstone. There was a 3.8 in Hawaii, which is all fine. Those are very frequent earthquakes that happened probably maybe 4,000 or 5,000 times a year, and that's fine. But the way that God has been showing this to me is that it kind of all falls in place. Like the people that are in these areas that are feeling these 3 and 4.0 earthquakes have been seeing the earthquakes that have been happening all around the world, including the China one last night that killed 400 people. Probably, the death toll is probably higher now. But it's, those earthquakes 3.0, 4.0s are just enough to shake the ground and just enough to warn the people, listen, like my presence is being heard, and more is to come. And that's what I think God is trying to show. I was kind of asleep this morning in a half dream slash half awake state, and I just kind of had this feeling of like San Francisco being shaken, and I prayed about it before I went to bed last night. So I don't know if God's trying to show me San Francisco is going to be hit too. I feel like all over the United States is about to be judged by God. I love how all the news media and whatnot is trying to downplay everything that is going on right now. I think it's mildly comical. Um, I just I just can't believe how people are still in denial about saying, the wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in, various places, and how they're still not seeing that this absolutely correlates with the end times, vision in Revelations and in Matthew 24 or 3:24. But yeah, it's about to get really bad. I believe Vegas is going to be judged. It's Sin City. It's bound to be judged. It's just like Sodom and Gomorrah way back in the day. It's it's not gonna be good. All's what I can say is still, like I said, a lot of people are gonna die here in the United States because of the judgment of God. How the news media will cover it, I don't know, but I'm sure they will overhype absolutely everything. They will make it sound terrible, which it will be terrible. But it'll just be yet more things to kind of up their ratings because they're bad. Every damn one of those news stations are never good. But it's about to get pretty ugly here in the States. And if people were smart, they have seen that God has spared so many times the United States, that it has been spared, that it's been all around us. It's been in Chile, it's been as close as Haiti, it's been, all over, and it's the turmoil and destruction has surrounded us. And we're still kind of mocking it in a way. And I just think to some people in the United States how arrogant you are to say that when thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people dying in other countries. And you say, oh, it's not a coincidence, this and that. But what about when it's our turn and it's hundreds of thousands of Americans dying? Will you be saying the same thing that you're saying now? I don't think so. So how arrogant you are for saying that, you know? And I have never said something like that, so that I am not judging you guys upon, but for that I am just saying, why would you say that, you know? I just don't, I don't think that's right, the people that say stuff like that. But, I just don't think it's good to judge in any reason whatsoever. If you're a person to judge, fine. You will be judged in the end. I myself have been, accused of judging, but, I every day try to not judge the people that I should not judge, so it's a struggle every day, but I still have problems. Like everybody else, I sin. I'm a sinner, like everybody else. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I've said that in my videos in the past. But, I have sent out so many videos recently, and I just noticed this, and, I'm usually not one to do this. If you knew me in person, I don't talk much. I go to school and I do my thing, and I, am very successful in what I do, but I don't talk much. But in these videos, you would think that I was this very outgoing person in life, but I'm not. And I think it's God trying to convey, through my spirit that, these things that are about to happen, that, that are a sign from Him. Because I wouldn't normally do something like this. I wouldn't put myself out there like this. I wouldn't do something like this at all. But I think it's from Him. I do. But this is probably my last video for today, unless if anything major happens. Feel free to comment, guys. Like I said, always free for criticism. But yeah, I hope everybody out there stays safe. Everybody's in my prayers. I gotta get to school right now, because gotta always do that school. But yes, I pray for everybody. And to just sum it up, the earthquakes are all over the world right now, are gonna become more frequent, get worse, and not only worse, but more people are gonna die. The judgment of the United States is coming. It has been upon us for many years, for many decades, and it will. It's coming, and I will continue to make videos every day for you guys. But I gotta get going. I appreciate you guys watching my videos as always. Thank you, and night.